What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great and lovely day. So for today's video, we're actually getting back onto the R53. If you guys remember last time, not last time, but a couple videos ago, actually I don't even remember, but we did end up working on the R53, but we ended up building some door cards. If you guys don't remember or didn't watch that video, I suggest you go back and watch it because it was a pretty good video, honestly. But today we're going to be pretty much finishing up the door cards. I do have it pretty much done, and it is in front of me, somewhat complete. The only thing we have left to do is pretty much dress it up. Like I said, all the cutting and everything is done. I do have to do one more, I guess, cut, and that's pretty much it. But it is the last cut just because I did have to take it back onto the car and see where exactly I wanted to make that cut. But as far as every little thing we are going to need, I pretty much have everything. Let me go ahead and show you guys what we got. So here we do have the door card itself. This is pretty much the marking I was telling you that I went to make. I wanted to see exactly where I wanted the toe latch that I got to use as a handle in order to close the door, which will be right here. We just got to make a little snippet here because I do want to pretty much I pretty much want to run the wire through, or the strap, as opposed to just have it exposed with the screw on top of it. So we are going to do that. We also do have to re-drill this one. This hole is a little bit off center, so I do have to bring it down a bit. So that's that. As far as the screws, we are going to be using some metal self-tapping screws. I did go for the black as opposed to chrome just because I feel like it'll look better on the car, and I didn't want to do chrome like everybody else does. I also did get these on Amazon, so I will be linking this and everything else that I use in the description below if you guys want to check it out. I wanted to go with something different, make it a bit more of or give it more character, I guess you could say. So we ended up going with these right here. So these are some tool straps. You guys can see they do glow in the dark, which not everything, just like the white part here, but it glows in the dark. The only thing that sucks is that these are, I guess, 3D printed, so it is plastic as opposed to like leather, like how like the traveling bag ones. Like for example, my Rick and Morty right here, this is leather, which is what I thought we were going to be getting, just because there isn't a chance of it cracking as opposed to the plastic could break. But it don't matter, we're gonna make use with it, which when installed it should fit something like this. You guys can see it looks pretty good. We also did get the wrap, so let me go ahead and pull that out. And bada bing bada bam. You guys can't really see it, but here, let me put the light on it so you guys can see it. So this is the wrap we ended up going with. I believe it's called a black sparkle. I was going to go with the same wrap as the dash, but I wanted to go with a different cutter for the door panels, and I'll go the same as the dash. So I did go with this one, and on top of that, the other one was a little bit more, expensive, but it looks pretty good. Look at this. So right now, as you guys know, I love me my time lapse, so I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys on the side for a time lapse. Meanwhile, you guys go grab yourself some snacks, kick back, and enjoy the show. So let's get it. Alright guys, so finally after, I don't know, a couple of hours, but we're finally done and it looks amazing. Honestly, I can't believe how good they turned on. They turned out. Honestly, turned out way better than I thought. Right now, you can't really see like the sparkle from the wrap, but I feel like once you get the sun, like I don't know why it's always the sun. Like it works with just a regular light, but with the sun, I guess just the UV or something just makes it stand out or pop out a lot more. So I can't wait to see how it looks tomorrow. I do have a court appointment, so we will see how it looks right there. And surprisingly, the wrap was able to pretty much I guess seal the corners, all the rough edges and whatnot that they didn't really look good. Actually look a lot smoother now that it's wrapped. And also somewhat fixed the part that I had kind of trimmed off a bit too much. But let me go ahead and show you what we got. And bada boom, bada bam. So here I do have the light shining on this so you guys can see the, I guess, I don't know, the effect a lot better. It looks way better with the sun, but there's no sun right now, so this is gonna have to do. But here we have the door panel, or door card I should say. I like how it feels. It feels very, very nice, to be honest. I know it ain't, you know, that big of a deal, but it feels real nice. We do have the cutout for the speaker, as well as a cutout for the door handle itself. And I also went ahead and did all the, pretty much these screw holes right here that's gonna hold on to the car. And here is the little hole I made for the toe strap itself. So that's that. On the other side, I didn't wrap it, obviously. It's just pretty much the acrylic. I did see how it looked with just acrylic, like if it was just clear. And honestly, it didn't look that bad. It looked pretty nice. Kind of remind me of like an exoskeleton. So the clear acrylic will be pretty good if you, I guess, go with a build like that. Now for the other one, this is the one that this part we kind of, or it broke, and this bottom part was trimmed up a bit too much. I know it still looks not that well, but honestly it was a lot worse. So since this is acrylic, there's no way of putting it back together once you pretty much cut it. So that's what we ended up doing. So this is pretty much where it was, and I ended up just cutting this little piece right here. This should pretty much fit it back up to how this one is, or at least close to it. But it's way better than just having this whole extra space here. But I pretty much just made a template and just cut it out like that, and pretty much just test fit it, cut, test fit it, cut, test fit it, cut, until it was pretty much good. And then to hold it in place, I just left the wrap exposed right here before I went ahead and trimmed it, laid this piece on there, and then just trimmed it down a bit and just let the wrap do its job and pretty much hold it together. It works pretty good. I don't have no issues so far. I haven't tested it on the car, so I don't know yet, but it seemed to work and it is holding on good. So hey, now that we have it pretty much complete, this is how it should look. So that's pretty much the door handle, or the toe strap I got to act as a door handle. So honestly, I think it looks real good. I'm not gonna lie, look at that, man. My. I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much install it on the car. It is already 11 something, so it is kind of late, and I don't want to be out there too long because I don't want to make noise for the neighbors. Not that there's a problem, but just out of respect. And it also is dark, so I honestly wouldn't even be able to get good footage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty much install these, try to make sure I do everything right, and then I'll pick up the camera from there. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. If you guys can't tell by my beard, it's been quite a while from the last clip. I had some stuff to deal with and fix pretty much, but we're pretty much done with the door panels, or door cards I meant to say. They honestly look pretty nice. I have no complaints so far. Only one problem is, go ahead and check them out. There's only one, yeah, I said like one problem, or a couple problems. Go ahead and check them out. So here we have it. She is a little dirty just because I've been doing some errands with her. So, well, pretty much to the internship, I have been sanding, so a lot of the dust did get on the door. I would just have to clean it, and all those little like dust marks right there will come off. As far as the door handle, like the toe latch that we use, works perfectly fine. I literally just grab it from here and pull the door shut. Everything is literally good. As you guys can see, the handle, I did maybe go a little bit too much right there, but you know, it was my first time making one of these, so it wasn't supposed to be perfect. I did mess up over here on this side. You guys can see there is a hole but no drill or a screw, and I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it, but I put a screw through, and halfway in I realized that this mechanism was here, and I did hit it, but it still works, so it's not a big deal. And I do also like how the panel kind of, I guess, comes up here, since it does follow this straight, and then it comes up right here just to match this part right here. I did not do this little snippet just because I feel like it will look weird. The only other problem I would say is maybe on the next time, if I do make these again or remake them, I will kind of cut this end a little bit short, probably up to here, because if I close the door, you guys can see there is a little crack that says exposed, but it's not a big deal. I did wash the car and no water comes in, and when I drive, no noise comes in, nor do I feel any air coming in through this little spot here, so it's not that big of a deal. This is the passenger side. I did put the one that was a little bit more messed up on the passenger side, and as you guys can see, that little piece we made is starting to show itself through, so we'll see how much longer it lasts. It's just a wrap that's kind of detaching itself, but it's not that big of a deal. I am going to pretty much remake them just because this one is, I did crack it on the side, on the corner right there by accident, so I'll probably will remake these in the future, since I still have like a whole row of wrap to use, so it won't be that big of a deal. Everything else is pretty much complete. We do have my wing mirror. Headliner is off just because we were leaking on the antenna, but there is a video coming up on that. But yeah, this is how the doors look. I will go ahead and put a clip of the door cards itself, like some cinematic shots, so you guys can see, I can get a good view of how it looks, mainly because it looks better when it's in the sun and the car is in position right now in the way where the sun will hit the door cards. So I'll just put like a couple of clips I have of the door cards itself. I just put cinematic views of different clips I have of the door cards, so you guys can see how good they look. And yeah, other than that, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. My neighbor's right there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, remember to do me a favor, leave a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you for everybody that has subscribed already and everybody that's watched my videos. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.